Alrighty, righty. Let's start episode 3. Episode 3? Crunchycast? Episode 3?
It is episode 3. Ironically enough. That is kind of what we're talking about, right?
Wow.
Hello, Crunchy family, Crunchy people. I'm Tim Liu, host of Crunchyroll and some guy on Crunchycast. And I'm joined by 2 lovely co-hosts.
I'm Cristal.
And I am Curt Ritchie.
Oh, so this is the 3rd episode of Crunchycast. We did it. We made it.
Yes.
Wow.
Hopefully at this point we've piqued everyone's interest enough to watch the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. No pressure,
meta.
though.
You're right. We're going meta today. Today, on our 3rd episode, we need to talk about the classic 3-episode rule.
We could have not done it, but we had to, guys.
we could have not done it,
but
we can and we will do it.
We had a whole other list of ideas, but we're like, all right, scrap that. It's 3-episode rule in the 3rd episode. It's only right? I feel like, you know what I mean?
Makes sense. Sets the tone, because you know what? If there's something we probably shouldn't do, that's probably what we will do on the podcast.
Yeah.
So,
Naturally.
Right? Now you know. Now you've got your expectations set.
This is facts.
So I guess we should start the 3-episode rule talk with, I guess, defining the 3-episode rule. I'm gonna assume that everybody knows, but also you never know. Know.
There are some people who would know, like they don't know. I'm sure, maybe.
I'd heard about it, but I didn't know there was like a definition. Like I just heard like usually that's what some people do.
Yeah, it feels like the 3-episode rule is the blowing at the Nintendo cartridge thing. It's like a the world knows about it. Wait, Cristal, you look confused. Do you not know that kids across the world blow on their Nintendo cartridges?
Like I thought people like came out the womb and
I know. You gotta blow on the Nintendo cartridges. Wait,
also you do know.
I had to go through my console history. Like, wait, which one? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
where
cartridges. You guys are blowing on CDs.
Yeah.
I went to like, wait a minute. Like the last one, wasn't that the round small CD? Okay.
Round, and then the floppy disks. But no, yes, it's like that's how I assume. But for the sake of everybody,
Super Nintendo too.
We're done. We're done with console. We're done with gaming talk. But yes, the 3-episode rule. What is it? Anybody here want to take a stab at defining it for the kids out there?
But like because of Cristal's confusion, she should.
Yes. Right.
Really?
We'll get the one who looked confused about the 3-episode rule to define the 3-episode rule.
Yeah, I think Cristal.
I'll take a wild guess at what it is because I literally looked it up. So the 3-episode rule is when you stick around for 3 episodes before you decide to stick around with the rest of the anime or drop it.
Yes.
Bam. Nice and simple. I don't know why you looked confused.
Yeah,
when we first said it, Cristal. Come on.
Because I saw, like, I looked it up and I saw entire articles, like huge pages, like on and on about it, and I'm like, wow, is there like some theory about?
Yeah,
I
was
like, looking.
What thesis are you reading? And what thesis starts off not defining the 3-episode? That's a pretty bad.
You go to Google Scholar?
Google Books.
Google Books. What is the 3-episode rule?
I downloaded an entire PDF that was like.
Better not be illegally downloading books, Cristal. Better be buying those books on Google Book.
No, but seriously, there are some people who are very passionate about this rule and stick by it. Like
the fact that you're looking on Google Scholar does show that people care a lot. I feel like about this. So I guess this is a good point in to go in like, do y'all follow the rule?
I've always heard about it ever since I've like even first like got into like anime when I was like, oh, I'm watching anime. I'm in Australia. I'm watching anime. I don't think I had much choice in following a 3-episode rule. I just had like a CD stack of animes I got from my friend, and that was it. Like I don't have the luxury of being like checking out the first 3 episodes and going, I'm not watching this one. It's like, no, I should. I have nothing else to watch in my life, but I did know about the 3-episode rule. Yes, but I didn't follow it. I don't follow the 3-episode rule.
So you just kept not You just continue to not.
I knew the rule existed, and I said no, thank you. Nah, I'm good. Nah.
Dang.
When I had my choices of all these episodes, like for example, thanks to Crunchyroll.com, where you can stream and watch your favorite animes. You can follow the 3-episode rule for that, I guess.
Plug.
I think for me, I follow like the 1-episode rule. I'm harsh. I'm cutthroat. I follow the pilot episode rule.
Tim, Luke.
Yeah. I'm saying this on.
Whoa.
I give him a good pilot, and if they don't get me, goodbye. Bye-bye now.
Yo. You're a picky guy.
They get one date to impress you, and then that's that.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
it.
That's that.
Yeah, make me sound just as mean as humanly possible. I'm just like, ugh. It's like I'm Mean Girls watching one episode of anime. Like, ugh. It's not me. It's you. And
You go on one date with the anime, and then halfway through the date, you get a call on your phone from a friend who you asked to call you.
Yeah. Hey,
You're like, sorry,
Grandma.
anime. I gotta get out of here. Grandma, my grandma's in trouble. Sorry,
I gotta get that.
I can't finish.
I pretend to
watching
go to
you.
the toilet and I just ghost. I just leave out through the back. Like, I don't even pay for my share. God.
Yeah.
What a terrible person.
Let me paint you a sad tale. The anime was getting ready. It invested in its look. It got its hair done. It did its makeup. It put on its best outfit. And then it paid for transportation. Got to the venue.
I do the boing.
Yeah, and
I just fade out. It just
fade
disappears.
away. Fade away. Well, if that's the case, Cristal, I'm guessing you do care. Like, you follow the rule, or
I mean, it depends.
oh, so you just harassed Tim to not follow the rule? I see.
Oh,
Hypocrite.
Yeah,
Cristal is
this.
Tim goes to the bathroom, and Cristal is going into the other bathroom.
Cristal is looking at that person going to the bathroom going, what an asshole. Oops, I got it. Grandma.
Oh, what an asshole.
My grandma.
Oh.
I walk out.
Abuela. And she leaves too.
Being honest, there's it's half and half for me. Like, on one hand, I do believe that episode 1 it's got to hook you, but on the other hand, if it's not something that turned me off immediately, I will unconsciously stick around for the 3rd episode before I genuinely decide to drop it. It's like when you have a plan A and a plan B when you're dating. You're like,
we gotta stop relating watching anime to dating. This is just cruel.
Whoa.
This is
is
just
like,
cruel to the anime.
Oh yeah, you're
ghost.
just what anime are you one night standing, Cristal? What are you? You're ghosting these anime. You're one night standing them. You're giving them mixed signals.
Do you ghost your anime? And what? But for real, like, there are some anime that I feel are made for one night stands because they don't have necessarily a story.
You heard it here first, folks.
Just anime.
Why?
Sometimes you have to ghost and one night stand an anime. You bang him and you leave him. Hey.
Why do you let me talk?
Get out of here.
Hey, buddy, it was great. You need to leave. I got you an Uber. You tell the anime, I just got the Uber. Hey, you need a... Hey, the Uber's here. The license plate is this. It's a white Toyota Corolla. You need to get in and leave. I have to say that I don't follow the 3-episode rule, but I think it's a pretty good number of episodes to stick by before you make like an executive decision. Before you do what me and horrible people like me and Cristal do. I think following 3 episodes. Half and half horrible Cristal. Fully horrible.
It's a respectable. I feel like it's a respectable rule.
Wait,
all that being said,
yeah.
All that being said,
yeah.
No, I don't follow that rule. I don't follow the rule. All right, no, honestly, I feel it out. It's like a per episode rule. So like I'll watch the first one. I'll be like, my patience level is set at a certain level. Right. And then I'll watch the first episode, and if it's like completely whack, we're out of there. But if it's kind of whack, but I'm like, okay, we can do it, I'll go to the next one. I'll go to the next one, and then after that, I'll go to the next one, and then maybe
You have like a
do 3
HB
episodes
for
on that.
you have a HB bar versus an
Yeah.
episode rule. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a meter, like an hourglass. It's just running out the
Yeah.
entire time until you
Yeah.
finally get hooked, and you're like, okay, stop the hourglass.
Yeah, so
Proceed.
y'all are like ditching your dates, and I'm like writing in my notes app all the weird things they're doing.
You're tweeting.
Until,
You're live tweeting. Just
Yeah,
like
I'm
they just grab salad with their hands.
Yeah,
This is bad.
Yeah, but at least I have the decency to stick it out. Like I'm live tweeting all their mistakes, sure, but at least I'm there. You know what I mean? So I'm giving them a chance. I'll take them home. I will drive them home. They might not see me again, but I'll drive them home. You know what I mean? So yeah, I follow the rule generally. Like, but it's just per episode.
I think
episode.
something also has to say, like, I think because all three of us know about the 3 episode rule, it's like, even though we don't follow it, it's in the back of our mind. Like it's
Wait, I kind of follow it. I'm not going to say that I don't.
okay.
That's why I say
I thought you were hidden and quitting it.
No, that depends. No, I just identify if this is a category A anime, meaning, yeah, that's my first choice. I'm going to watch this and stick with it till the end, unless it disappoints me, versus a category B anime where I'm like, okay, I'm going to stick until unconsciously, I guess, to the episode 3 or 4 or 5-ish, just to see if I stick around or not. And then there are anime that are just C tier where I'm like, nope, I'm going to keep you there in case nothing else is available. And then D, just straight up drop, no matter what. There's no way you're convincing me to go in there.
So we're all
like,
no.
We're what?
We're all like no. So we all don't follow the rule. Like
I kind of
Yes.
do though. Kinda.
I mean, you kind of do, but like
If it's a B
I feel like it's
anime.
if you follow it or you don't. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know, because my favorite anime, I feel like it was in the 3rd episode where I committed to it. Like, I saw episode 1 and I might have gotten hooked, but that doesn't mean I have decided to stick to the end. It's by episode 3 that I choose to stick to the end no matter what happens, unless it, like, disappoints me horribly. But then there's some anime that I will watch and I might drop on the 4th or the 8th. Like, I'm just there because I'm kind of, like, have nothing better to do. And then maybe it gets better, but that's it.
It's not a hard rule. It's not like we have to abide by it or else the anime police is gonna arrest us.
yeah.
But
Although
it's definitely
I
think
fear
it's
that every day.
I fear that every day.
Every day.
Going off the last episode.
Yeah.
Anime police out at the door. But yeah, I think we all know about it. It's in the back of our minds, and you're either actively choosing not to follow it, or as Cristal say, like you end up you buy the 3rd episode. You're like, all right, I'm just gonna keep going, and who knows if you drop it later or you keep going with it. Yeah,
I'll probably commit like long term to it at that point. Like, let me finish the season at this point. Funny enough, I don't think I follow that rule very, very, very much, but I have good arguments as to why we should, maybe do it. But we'll get to that.
I
don't do
make
it, but I have
say
arguments
you
for
have,
why.
say you should. Be hypocritical. I don't follow it, but we all should.
We should.
With that in mind, I would like, so because I'm not original, so I asked a bunch of people. I put like a Twitter poll on my Twitter of what everyone else thought, and I want y'all to guess what the number one was. Is it yes or no? This is out of 1,300 people. 1,300 people voted. About 1,300.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say the majority said. I think it's majority's like us. They're gonna say
We're
no.
say no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Cristal?
I'm thinking no. Yeah.
Yeah. All the suspense was destroyed. Yeah. The majority was no. Majority was no. But I was. But I was
the disappointment on Curt's face. Oh,
like,
this twist sucks.
doing a bit, yeah. But
I was ready to surprise you.
yeah, y'all really kind of ruined it for me. But it's okay because what was surprising is that it was actually really close. It was 56% said no, and 43% said yes. And I was like, yo, that's really close. And in my eyes, I consider that like most people follow the 3 episode rule because everyone has like different ways of watching. Like, so going through these comments, some people are like, yo, I'll watch 5. Some people are, Cristal hit and quit it, I'll watch 1. Some people say 4. Some people
How did I become associated to that? That's Tim.
We're gonna do that.
Me.
It was
Tim.
It's
Tim
funny.
hit it and quit it.
Anyways, Cristal's hit it and quit it. and everyone
She's sometimes done it. Get her ass.
Yeah, nah. But everyone's very adamant about it. But most people have like very different ways of doing it. You know
but everyone knows about. I'm guessing there's no reply where they're like, "What the hell are you guys talking?" Like there's no reply like, coming in. Like
Well, there was one person. There's one person.
Get him out of here.
But there's like 13.
Sucks.
There's 1,300 votes. So I'm like, there's one person.
Put that person next to my face going, that person.
Yeah.
What's that cat meme?
No,
Get him!
No, honestly, it's Cristal's face when we first talked about the 3-episode rule. She was like, "What? It's that guy. Yeah. It's that guy coming in like, what are you guys talking about?"
What are you guys talking about?
That was me. Okay, fine. That was me. That was my vote.
So are we saying so there's people who don't follow it, but even the people who don't follow it have some kind of rule.
Yeah,
they have like a basic code.
The other popular ones I saw were either like me or either they fill it out, number one. Number two, they'll do one and done. They'll watch the first episode, maybe not even the first.
Not even the full not even get to the ending credits.
They might not even get to like the rising action of the episode. Like they might just dip. And then some people watch 5. Which I'm scared of commitment. I don't know if I can do like 5 and still not know. You know what I mean? Like my attention span's dropped.
Yeah.
Yo. I don't know.
Things have definitely changed. I would say back in the old days, it was like maybe 3-episode rules more followed. But then again, I say that right now, and then people are going, "I'm watching 5 episodes," so they're like adding 2 extra episodes to the 3-episode rule. Like, so
yeah. So that's crazy to me. So I can see both sides of it, right? Because on one end, there's the people like me who like can hold my own attention for 15 seconds tops. I have the attention span of a fly versus people who watch the full thing because they know there's a buildup, right? Like there's a lot of fantastic anime out there that the beginning setup episodes might be a little bit of a slog, but the payoff is crazy and you're there for it. So I don't know. I'm a little ripped.
Yeah, because I say the pilot episode, I drop it, but usually by the time I decide to watch that episode, I'm usually sticking with it. I'll give them one episode, but anytime I choose to watch an anime now, I'm like, I already wanted to watch it. I already heard that it's good or something along those lines. So I rarely do watch the first episode and go, "What the hell is it?" Yeah.
What if you have one of those days where everybody canceled on you, like work or meetups or whatever, and you planned nothing and you sat on your couch and you're like, "Okay, I'm just gonna check out Crunchyroll and see what's up and like let me browse," and you hit alphabetical or something, and you see a bunch of titles and you want to jump into whichever. Maybe some of them you've never heard of before. They haven't been hyped. Nobody's necessarily like turned you on to them, but you're gonna click it and see what happens. Then what do you do?
I guess then you follow the 3-episode rule, Cristal. If you list this incredibly specific person, sure, they should follow the 3-episode rule. You're right. You got us.
Does nobody browse?
Oh my god.
People, browse. Do you not sample?
Cristal needs to create the perfect being to be like, this is the person who needs to follow the 3-episode. But I agree. The 3-episode rule is a great like bit to get somebody into a said show. It's like you give them 3 episodes. Come on, it's because one of the arguments that. Well, I guess I'll plug in my own videos on Crunchyroll.
Oh wait, you make
videos?
Video
about the 3-episode rule. Whoa,
you make videos too?
You make videos?
Check out on Crunchyroll, youtube.com/Crunchyroll. Also, while I'm here chilling, please check out the Crunchycast on YouTube. You can watch the videos on YouTube.
Oh wait, we
check
do
us
that.
out on
That's crazy.
Audio format.
That's us.
That's us, baby.
Yeah.
That's us.
That's us.
But
you said our name.
Going off of the
crazy
this main video that we make about 3-episode rule, they did do a survey where they're like, what do you define? Why do you follow it? What do you define the 3-episode rule as? And some people say 3 episodes. They follow the 3-episode rule first off, and they do it because 3 episodes is like an hour altogether. 3 episodes altogether equals about an hour of content. So they say that. Some people say that it's because of the arc. Like you get a decent start. Some people say you get a whole arc. I disagree. I don't think
an
that
arc in 3 episodes. An arc.
Yeah.
Is it a 6-episode
Where?
series?
Is it really?
Where?
I'm sure there is some.
Or people like the 3-episode because there's a twist.
What?
That's what I go. That's what I usually in my head. Is the 3-episode.
Yeah, like
rule. They have. They got
something happened. Like something of plot, true plot significance would pull out by episode 3.
So we talked about the 3-episode rule. We talked about do we follow it or not. So maybe we should bring up some examples. Because like I have one example straight up my head of like that follows like to a T the 3-episode rule.
I feel like we're thinking of the same thing.
Yeah. Kuela Magi Madoka Magica. Bam. That's one where
I wanna say my words, but Cristal, you haven't seen it, have you?
I haven't seen it. No.
You should watch it.
I want to. It's just that it's
and follow the 3-episode rule when you do, just out of curiosity.
For that
Okay.
one. For that one.
okay.
Not that anything crazy happens or anything.
Yeah, it's fine. But
Like,
you should stick to you should get to the
watch
3rd
it.
episode.
But that's true. That's true. Because it's like there are so many stories like that where it's like, yo, if I didn't stick in, I would not have been in for the ride I was in. Like, I think that one's a good example without spoiling. It had to set up a certain world, an expectation from the viewer. And then episode 3, and then
Things are happening.
Things happen. And that really hits home. So that is necessary. You have to build the world up to do that.
Yeah, if I followed my pilot episode rule, I definitely wouldn't have gotten to. Obviously, I wouldn't have gotten to the 3rd episode because I would have dropped it by the 1st episode. So shouts out to the 3-episode rule for that one.
Yeah, it's true.
Another one that I think of is not like a big twist in it, but Hunter x Hunter. I personally read the manga before watching the anime, but watching the anime, I can see that 1st episode, 2nd episode, it's like, oh, it's about a boy with a fishing rod who has no dad.
Yeah.
I guess, and then the 3rd episode, you meet a boy on a skateboard. Like you get to see the exam, the Hunter tournament, Hunter exam, I guess. So
because Hunter x Hunter like kicks off into like this really thick, like juicy arc, like right a couple episodes after they set up the world. So it actually really it does feel like I would say 2 completely different shows. Like the first part is like like you said, like we're kicking with this boy who's just trying to find his dad who just kind of is gone, but that's all anime dads. And then next up we have like this cool super elaborate test that even gets you thinking about like things you wouldn't have expected that if you kind of just like tuned out.
Reading the manga first up, just like the anime, it was just like I was like, oh, this I already knew it was a classic series, and I was like, I guess this is gonna be about Yu Yu Hakusho guy. It's gonna be about a boy with a fishing rod. Barely uses the fishing rod. Spoiler alert for people who haven't seen Hunter x Hunter.
Me.
Gon barely uses the fishing rod.
Yeah,
man. So that's just a heads up. I don't think anybody though really is like, I missed that fishing. I don't think any Hunter x Hunter fan is going, golly, I wish that fishing rod came back. That was cool. Like, I think we got it.
Another anime that you definitely gotta stick through technically.
What is it?
Attack on Titan. I say that because for me, what happened is that I was watching it and I actually had no idea what it was about. Zero idea. No idea. And at the time, there was I'm trying to figure out what is a spoiler, but I think I'm gonna just say this because I need this to say my point. Homeboy gets eaten, and I'm like, oh, so he's dead. The main character's dead now. Yo, imagine stopping after that. And part of me, I remember leaving and not watching the show. Like I had stopped watching it for a while because I had other stuff going on in my life. But that's what my assumption was. I was like, all right, so the main character's dead.
And we got a new lead. We're gonna have to get a new dude.
Yeah. And now Titan shifters are such a prominent part of the story. like to the whole conflict that the story was building, and like if you didn't get there, so
You're
like
right.
a lot of these
If
stories
you,
need the
if you
time.
stick before the 3 episodes, you're still under the impression that it's going to be a whole lot of humans versus the Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
wait a
And then
minute,
this new element doesn't even get introduced.
So
You know what I mean?
what about like, okay, because I feel like there's this difference between what episode 1 should deliver and what an episode 3 apparently delivers. Like episode 1 is that first little, like the real hook to me is always episode 1. That's why like I'm a pilot sampler. And episode 3 is more kind of like why you should continue now. Like here's where it gets real is what I feel when we're on episode 3. Because Attack on Titan, especially the pilot, it is like, it shows you in the last scene, like one of, I think, the most shocking scenes in anime that really drives the point home of the society and the world and the reason why you should follow this character. And most of my favorite anime kind of follow that same formula. Like episode 1 of Code Geass, I don't want to spoil anything, but in the first episode, they're just showing you the humdrum life of Lelouch. And it's almost a little boring. Like, you're just following him around and they're setting up his universe, but he's bored throughout every day. So it's only by the last 10 to 5 minutes that things go down. And that they present to you his true personality, and it's that riveting. Like, an event happens, I don't want to spoil anything, but that's when you get hooked. But that doesn't mean that the series, like they grip you, they pull you in. But that doesn't mean it's going to necessarily stay good or that it's going to live up to that promise. I think by episode 3 is when the series proves to you it's going to live up to that promise, because then on episode 3 of Code Geass, again, I'm not going to spoil, but a major event happens where they show you a flashback so you understand the character, and then they show you a choice he makes that is, there's no way back from that choice. Right. That's it. Right. You're in.
Is that the one where he makes everyone kill themselves?
No,
that was like the first one.
Number 1.
Is that the first?
That's the first one.
Oh, okay.
I was like, he got his powers, and that was his first thing.
Dakara.
Great theme song.
That intro go crazy. I like that.
And then the guy's like, kill yourself.
Yeah, I love this preppy ass beginning, and then also.
But yeah, I think way Cristal, you're putting it, it's like first episode hooks you, like gets you to watch the third, up to the third, and then the third is like almost like the anime's going, thank you for sticking with us. Here's some stuff, here's some things going down. Like
here's what's really gonna happen in the series.
That's I mean, what we're describing is normal storytelling, though, right? You have like this is the arc we've all been taught in high school, right? You have your hook to get them to start watching, and then again you get to your rising action to build up and really set up everything that's about to happen. You know what I mean? And that I feel like that stuff is like the start of the rising action.
Is there any other? So actually, no. Let me sidetrack a little bit. Aside from the 3 episode rule, there are some other animes that I really want to give a quick shout out to that didn't follow the 3 episode rule. In fact, it took longer to get to a bit. For fans of Samurai Flamenco. If anybody's a fan of Samurai Flamenco out there, you guys know what I'm talking about. Cristal, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. You get to the halfway point, you get to the 6th episode, and things happen. Not gonna tell what happens because I can't even spoil it without naming it directly. Like if you know, you know. If you don't, you have absolutely no idea what's gonna happen by the 6th episode. And that's something that's like third episode I was like, oh, yeah. Like I already liked the story, so I kept sticking with it. But then the 6th episode, I was like, oh, I should tell people about this anime just to see their reaction like me. So,
that lines up with like a lot of the comments I got on my post where they were like, if I'm into like episode 5 or 6, they were like, I'm in it. Which I get. It's sometimes, so I follow that too. Whether it be because I really like the show or I'm like, bro, I'm in too deep.
I'm in this. I'm in the thick of it.
Like I'm in the thick of it. But that's like a normal. That's like the sunken cost fallacy. Where I mean, well, like often people will watch something and then because they're in so deep, they got to keep doing it.
This is just like when you walk in, your mom's watching like some telenovela or some what are those soap operas. You stick by and you're invested now. It's like, oh shit, Dwayne's cheating with the twin. Like, oh, crazy stuff's happening. I'm too deep. I gotta watch it now.
So I'm thinking the 3 episode rule is necessary for studios to keep in mind because I think it's because episode 3 gives you that point of no return in most anime that gives the viewership that stuck around the reason to talk to their friends about it and say, did you drop it? Don't come back. Now you're gonna watch it.
I can see that.
Or the people who dropped off,
back,
they're gone. The people who dropped off, they're gone, and the people who stuck with are just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. And then after like 5 episodes, like, I am watching this till the end. Let's go. So
yeah. But then we should try to give every anime that chance, because based on what Curt was describing about narrative elements, second episode is always gonna lag. Just by virtue of having to do all the stuff it needs to do as a story, you know, the potential master shows up, or the teacher or figure, or the father figure, or the magical power is revealed, or something specific that is just world building. The major rival of the anime or the major love interest of the anime arrives, but it's mostly set up. And then in the third one is where an event occurs and the character makes a choice that they can't go back from. And from then on, it's either you go till the end and just stick with it, or you don't. Like, I think one of the best anime that do this is My Hero Academia, to a degree. Because episode 1 and 2, to me, almost felt like a movie. Like, you could package those two together alone, and it's its own story. But it's on episode 3 that, spoiler alert, can I say it? All Might actually...
I really feel like you should.
You should.
Okay.
I feel like this one's fine.
Okay.
This one.
Okay. Episode 3 is when All Might gives Deku the power all for one.
Whoa,
one for
Deku
all.
has one for all?
One for all.
Spoilers, bro. What the heck?
One for all. Okay, fine. But yeah,
What?
A lot of people
Bro.
might not remember that, but it's on episode 1 and 2. Deku is
That is crazy.
ordinary. He is just a normal human. On episode 3 is when he cannot go back to his ordinary life. He is a hero now.
I totally forgot. I as you said, I put those two episodes together. I thought all of that happened in the first episode for some reason.
Same. No, same. I had no idea that we waited so long for him to eat hair and get powers. You know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of like episode 1 gives you the hook, hopefully, that thing that just drives you to want to watch more. Episode 2 sets up the rest of the elements of the world, but it's in episode 3 where the character makes the choice to actually start his journey. It happens also in Demon Slayer. Like, that's when Tanjiro realizes that even though he's on a journey to kind of like cure or save his sister, I don't want to spoil either, but I hope everybody's watched it, that's when he starts his training in order to get to the point where he realized he can actually go on this journey and face off against demons. And
there was a goal, but now there's an actual path to that set goal and the journey of that. Yeah.
There's a path, and it's no longer just a selfish one. It's not just him trying to solve his problem.
Well, I think your argument though brings up an interesting point. If you are not necessarily interested at the beginning of an anime, but you have a feeling it might pay off, do you stick with it? Like, if I'm watching something and I'm bored, do I just keep watching even though I'm bored? Am I allowed to leave?
Wait.
Should I leave?
I think we all should follow our hearts. Yes.
Thank you, Tim.
Follow our hearts.
Thank you, Tim.
As someone speaking from someone who says they'll drop stuff from first episode, I'm just gonna come in and say,
bro,
it's
this coming from One Night Stand, Tim.
So just follow your heart.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But you said at first, like, if it's something where you think it might improve, then maybe stick around till episode 3. That might be where you can finally really gauge if it's worth it, because the stakes have been set up by then. The story needs to pick up and take off, or at that point, unless it's like deliberate. Like, honestly, can I say this? I know a lot of people who recommended Breaking Bad because of season 3. So not even episode 3. They were like, stick around till season 3, and I'm like, what?
3-season rule.
You know what?
Yeah, 3-season rule? Whoa.
Yikes.
I don't know about that. But that's
Looks like someone's getting paid by Breaking Bad at that point. I'm going to assume that they're getting residuals.
But apparently they were right, though, because then everybody kept saying that. And besides, what do you do with the longest anime series, like, or the longer ones, like the ones that have 200, 300, 400, 900 episodes?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask, like, about the analytics too. I was like, yo, what does that say about someone watching maybe like One Piece, where there are pushing 1,000 episodes? Like, is the retention usually high? Because I know a lot of people who might like, or at least might get interested in arcs. So like the arc happens, and what Cristal described might happen again and again and again. I know there's been anime, for me at least, where an arc ends and then a new arc starts. I'm like, oh, it's booty. I gotta go. Like, and that's it.
Whoa.
And then I'm out. And then I'm
My
out.
grandma's calling. My grandma's calling.
Yeah. And then I'm leaving it, and then I'm pretending to get a call from my grandma and
Mr.
going to
President.
the bathroom. Yeah.
Right now?
Like,
And the Pentagon?
Is that like a common thing you think for long anime? Is the retention there?
Honestly, for that case, that is something I want to ask the audience. What do you guys do? Like, people that have just gotten into One Piece, like, I think it's impossible to follow the 3-episode rule for One Piece. I think 3-season rule maybe even might be
I've heard
applicable.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people pitch One Piece as like, yo, you just got to stick with it.
Yeah.
But maybe giving
Till
back the Breaking
episode
Bad
100.
example,
Mm-hmm.
I was totally cool with watching Breaking Bad till season 3 because it was good. It already passed my normal 3-episode rule.
Mm-hmm.
It just got better. You know what I mean? But I know some people who are like, yo, you got to stick with it.
Yeah,
no matter
Walter-san in his tidy whities. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
This is good stuff.
Okay,
Also,
so if it's not long, if it's like a what is a normal season, like 24 to 25 episodes versus 12 episodes. I feel like a series that has only 12 episodes should grab me episode 1 though. Like, come on.
yeah, I'm saying, speak it.
Like, come on. It's 12
Actually,
episodes.
speaking of retentions and stuff, for me, something that's completely out of left field and a little different. It's like, I personally like getting stuff spoiled to get into a show. So let me try and sell you on why.
What did you just say to
It's
me,
like,
Tim?
if somebody spoils
Tim,
me, like, for example, I've never seen Attack on Titan, right? And Curt tells me, like, on episode 3, main character gets eaten. I want to see how that happens. Like, I know it's gonna happen, but I don't know how it's gonna happen.
You hadn't
when there's
seen
so
it?
many
Beg to differ.
when there's so many anime series and stuff out there in this world, I like getting stuff like, this is gonna happen and it's crazy, you should check it out. Here's a direct reason why, without giving me too much info, because I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Like, this person can tell me, right, but I can't see it animated. I can't see the art. I can't see the structure and the way they present it. I'm just different like that. I'm someone who drops episodes in first episode, so I need to get sold. I need to get, like,
quit it.
trust me, I like getting stuff like people. Because I don't care about spoilers. So if somebody spoils me a critical thing, in fact, that only gets me to want to check out how they execute.
Yeah, me
That
too.
thing.
Ooh, that's
Tell me about Madoka.
I don't
Tell
know
me
if I
about
can agree
Madoka.
with that, yo. We might be enemies after that one. If you spoil, yo, I don't want to.
But I don't
I'm the
recommend
exact
this. I don't
opposite.
recommend spoilers and try to get them to get them into it. I
Yeah,
just
it's like Tim.
if someone's
what
trying
are
to
you
recommend
telling
me
the
stuff,
people
when
now?
someone's trying to recommend me stuff, I go, hey, spoil me. Like, what's the big thing that happens?
Yo, I would
Like,
I would be like, you're a crazy man.
Yep, and I'm
You're
just
crazy,
going,
man.
Wow,
I would never.
give me the thing. Boom.
I agree.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything.
I want
I
at
wanna
least a
know-
hint. Like, what about if somebody tells you someone you would never
No.
expect dies?
No.
Kurtz,
No,
he wants
no.
to go blind. Me,
Don't
I want
tell
someone
me
to be like,
anything.
I better be spoiled. There are some anime where I need to be spoiled. I can't watch Elfen Lied without a spoiler.
But maybe that's a whole. I'm already getting mad. Maybe that's a whole different episode.
I was just about to say
mean-
we should have a whole episode on
Yeah,
spoilers.
but all I'm gonna say is that even for long form anime, it might take a bit, but like once you get past that hump, it's good. Like maybe like Soul Eater, the cops
Hell.
are coming for
That's
somebody.
me. That's me.
Yo, the cops are
Love
coming for
Soul
somebody.
Eater. Love a good Soul Eater.
So like Soul Eater, like the first 3 episodes of Soul Eater are all prologue. Yo, I'm like, so it's the intro. It's the intros for the 3 main characters, and for a lot of people, that might just be information. To me, I was like really loving it, right? So I went in, and then from there I just coasted, and then I coasted all the way, and then I was like, oh, that's great, it's good. I stuck the whole thing. So I think it'll just be a natural point where you fall off if you feel like you will.
Soul Eater too,
is
though.
on
I feel like it's another one where the first episode can get you in because the art style is so distinctive.
Oh,
the
yeah.
world building, like it's.
Yeah, it had
You
me.
watch it
had
and you're
me,
like, that boy's got shark teeth and he just popped out of a scythe. Like,
Yeah, bro, yeah.
This is a little
Yeah,
different.
and they hook you well. Like they hook you well with a prologue, and I was like, oh, yo, this is like
100% Halloween. Like, if you love Halloween themed anything, like Soul Eater.
So maybe I'm like picky with my anime date. then, and that's why like it's like you can do the long setup, but yo, that setup you gotta get it going, yo, or like I don't know, like the anime's gotta like pay for the dinner or something. Or something like that to like really impress me like right off the gate, and then I'm in there for the long haul. You know what I mean?
Oh man, no, but that makes so much sense. Like literally, it's exactly what you're describing. You need to get that first date to be impressive because you're willing and ready to commit.
Yeah, that's the foundation.
I like the sample. I don't know if I'm going to commit or not. I want to see several things until I find something that might be interesting to continue, and then I
agree.
shift it in.
I agree. I thought around. I check out the different animes.
Browsed around.
Yeah, browsed, sampled.
Yeah.
Just little finger bites.
Oh, I really hope you were talking about food and not dating people for sampling around. The anime is anime food or people? Guys, we gotta pick one. We gotta pick one.
Before we wrap up, because we're reaching like an hour at this point. Let's quickly. I just want to really quickly ramble about pilots, though. We talked about 3 episodes. We talked about getting hooked. Let's just give quick shout outs to, and maybe even just it's a kind of a recommendation for people. What are some animes that even from the pilot you were like, this is it. This is gonna be the greats. And I have one. I have one off the easy one off the top of my head.
One that I have 2. But I don't want to double pick.
I have 3
with Tim.
Oh,
okay.
My main one, main easy one, Samurai Champloo.
Okay, wasn't mine, but you're correct.
Samurai Champloo.
It sets up the premise. Everyone, we're starting the journey, and the music is fire.
The music's fire. The first battle between Mugen and Jin, I watched it as like
my god,
a young child, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Full stop.
This is
They got the little break beat, and they're just flipping the whip, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
okay.
I just felt the mix of hip hop culture even in there, and I was like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah,
and
the moment
that
they
had
do
me for the whole time.
Little DJ spin, the chain scene, I was like, whoa, wowzers!
I'm about to bust that soundtrack now after this.
Yeah,
but that was
that's great. But yes, Curt, what is the second? What is the
a 2 Cowboy Bebop, easy.
Oh yeah,
for similar reasons. For similar reasons, it's the vibe. It's just sometimes the vibe is just like, oh, I'm here.
Too good.
You can
the
do
vibe
whatever
is too
you want.
Good.
Yo, you can do it. They could just be talking on the couch, talking about not having meat for 12 episodes. I probably would have been chill with it. But the vibe was just there, and I was like, and the other one, Psychopaths. Psychopaths.
Yes.
Psychopaths, and I guess that comes back to, yo, sometimes the world building is just so good. And the vibe is so good. You're like, I'm here. Give me whatever, yo.
They gave you that Minority Report like world.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, oh, please, yo, I would love some existential crisis, please. Yes, please, give me. So yeah, those 2 really did it for me.
Cristal,
it was those 3.
I got 3. So the first one.
Oh wow, we didn't touch any of them. I'm surprised.
I think no, we did. We touched on one of them, Demon Slayer.
Okay. Oh.
To me, Demon Slayer.
Slayer?
I've seen the type of setup before, but never had I gotten goosebumps from that kind of finale of an episode 1, where it was literally that his sister was in the body, like already as a demon, and that she was struggling. Like, dude, like I just couldn't. Like for me, that's a series that you immediately want to go along for that journey. And the second one is Code Geass. I really think that that the fact that it's boring at the beginning is exactly why it works so well, because by that ending, it's like, I mean,
snap. Frick! Fudge!
And finally, for all my shoujo anime lovers, Yona of the Dawn episode 1 is so solid. And anybody who hasn't watched it really should, whether you like whichever genre you're into, episode 1, the twist at the end, it's just a lot, and I'm still there. It's amazing. It's really great.
Heck,
seriously.
My peep.
You can go into that first episode blind and just wait until the end, and you'll see what I mean.
No, you got to spoil it a little bit for Tim.
Yeah, you gotta give me the little.
Spoil it a little bit for Tim.
All right, let's just say that.
No, I'm here. No, stop it. Stop. Not for me.
There is a major betrayal that happened. Okay.
So those are some of the pilots. Dude, some of the pilots that are great. There's just so many that we could spend. Honestly, we could spend the whole episode just recommending people great pilots and why we love it. Maybe we'll do that one day. Leave us down in the comment if you wanna if you want content like that. Also, leave us down in the comment. It's like super late for this audience interaction bit, but if you follow the 3-episode rule, do you follow it? Do you follow the 5-episode rule? Do you do like me, a crazy person, I guess, and watch one episode and need spoilers to get into a show? Yeah, tell us how you get into.
Do you have a ranking system like me?
Or do you have like a HB bar like Curt, and it takes hits every time you see something you don't like until it depletes? And then the show's
judging
over.
it like a school teacher, or do you leave out the bathroom window? Let us know in the comments.
Let us know. Do you date people and then ghost them? Let us know also too on the side comments. Why not?
I send my anime mixed signals, and they text me 3 days later
Oh,
asking if I
no.
want to go out again.
Oh, no.
But I've already started a new anime.
Yikes!
I've already started watching Hunter x Hunter for the 3rd time.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
I go on my anime date, but I know I've got another anime date waiting for me in case this one doesn't pan out.
Oh snap! Cristal's like that one Japanese dude that got in trouble recently. He's about to go to jail for dating like 30 people at once or something.
We're talking about anime,
You went
right?
to jail for that?
He's like they charged they arrested him or something because he's going out with a bunch of people. I don't know. I just read it. Might be a clickbait. I read it. It was on Twitter. I believe it.
Oh my
I believe
God.
whatever I read on the internet. All right, that was the 3rd episode. Our 3rd episode of Crunchycast, 3-episode rule. Hope you guys got to this point and now are sticking through with the rest of Crunchycast from here on out.
Don't go through the bathroom window on us, please.
Yeah, please pay for the date, and please
I will pay for the dinner.
Let's start a long-lasting, wholesome relationship with Crunchycast.
I promise we won't go to Olive Garden next time.
We're going to Red Lobster, baby.
Y'all are cheddar biscuits to me. All right, I will go out with the cheddar biscuits for y'all.
All right. 3rd episode, baby. I'm Tim Liu, host of Crunchyroll. Thanks for watching.
I'm Cristal Marie.
And I'm Curt Ritchie. Catch you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Check out 4th episode. Come on. Stick
Let's
with
go.
it.